Good day, viewers. So once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, I bring you the very best. Benjamin Netanyahu has spoken. Whenever the Prime Minister of Israel speaks, the internet is on fire. He has sent a message to the Islam worldwide, including the Islam in Nigeria, that Christians is not a meat for slaughter. That they should wait, that Christians is not a meat for slaughter. This is a message that has sent a serious panic to the northern part of Nigeria. Biafra evangelist Benjamin Netanyahu has spoken and the internet is on fire. What do you have to say concerning this?
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you're watching us from, depending your time zone. I remember your humble self, Benjamin Jensen, aka the Biafra evangelist. Now, when Benjamin Netanyahu sounds, he speaks as a Christian, he speaks as a defendant, he speaks as the mouthpiece, he speaks as a voice that voices the voice of the voiceless. So whenever he speaks, it's as the same as the Christian nation all over the world speak or is speaking, because he's the only one now speaking on behalf of Christian nations. Another person is Donald Trump backing it up. And what the message clearly stated it, and he made it on Nigeria. Let me just be honest. He passed down warning. Remember, there was a time he passed warning that every nation all over the world that there touches Christian, touches Israel. And after that warning, that was when they now sent their own men into Nigeria that took the ISIS, took them and that kind of stuff with their second in command worldwide. So that is, as it's sounding, it means that it's passing a message to Nigeria indirectly, in case you don't know. It's letting the world and Nigeria to be precise, because Nigeria has become a country of a particular concern regarding to the genocide going on in Nigeria. And the May 30th, we are already on May 24. Today is 24. So it remains 5 days for the May 30th to come. And that May 30th is a Biafran day. And it is a day that the Biafrans is remembering their brothers, their family members, their loved ones who have sacrificed themselves for the race and the struggle of the freedom of the Christian part of Nigeria. So, and Nigerian government are seriously deploying soldiers, deploying different kind of uniform men to the eastern part of Nigeria, indicating that of a truth that the 99 Christians in Nigeria are no other people than that of the Biafrans. So they are deploying them in order to deny them that Remembrance Day, that May 30th, that they want to remember their foreign heroes. So that's why Netanyahu is passing this message, informing Nigeria that they should not play monkey tail. They have played crocodile dance, elephant dance, python dance. So now probably they are coming with monkey tail, monkey style. So that's why it's passing that message across the nation of Nigeria. Before now, in one of my videos, I told you people that the men, the Israelis, the children of God, some of them are already currently in the southeast, Mossad, they're already in Nigeria, monitoring, taking notes, taking record of all the activities going on in Nigeria. So, having said this, that is why Netanyahu is using this opportunity to inform Nigeria they should not take that day as a date to display their madness, because all eye is already in Nigeria. And if I were to be Nigerian government, I will play with caution, and I will caution myself. I will be careful and be very, very careful the way I handle the issues of Biafra. And on that very May 30th, the approaches will be on a normal, in a peaceful, in a calm, in a kind of condolence of a relationship cordial movement. Because if there's any sort of assault or casualty, it will not go well to Nigerian government, because everything will be included or added to the atrocity that they have already committed on the ground. So that is why the mouthpiece of the Christian nations all over the world has come out to voice out this period sending a message across the globe.
Well said, Biafran evangelist. It is said that 1,000 Fulani men have arrived because the Fulanis are seriously fighting against the May 31st because they don't want the May 31st to hold May 30th, sorry, because they don't want the Biafrans to remember that day because they're trying to let us know that Nigeria is not divided into two, that Nigeria is one. What would you have to say concerning this move that the Fulani has made? Shegumi and the Sultan of Sokoto has taken this step.
Yeah, the step they took is a good step, and it is a step that usually, bring them outside. And that is the step that expose them. And that is the step that tell them before the world the kind of atrocities that they are committing against the Biafrans, the Igbo, nation that is in the axis of Africa, part of Nigeria, and a particular ethnic that illegally emerged with Nigeria. So their presence to stop us, not to hold our peaceful memory remembrance, is welcome. Let them come and expose themselves the more and disgrace themselves the more, because only God and Netanyahu knows, and Donald Trump knows what is on the front. Donald Trump told Nigeria one certain time that if they did not give us a referendum or play along, that they should wait for what is coming before them. And secondly again, that May 30th is a date to expose Nigeria.
How?
Now, it's a date to see the wickedness of Nigeria, the hatred of Nigeria, the atrocities, part of the things we are complaining about. Take a look at June 12th. Before Buhari second tenure, which he finally recognized and declared June 12th as a democracy day in Nigeria, Yorubas do observe June 12th. True of us, they do observe June 12th. How many times has Nigerian government, including the Fulanis, rise or rose against June 12th, telling Yorubas not to hold June 12th or not to that day to observe it? It has never happened. And they come to talk of June 12th. Who even made June 12th and who is original June 12th? June 12th was not given to the West by a Yoruba man. It was an Igbo man sacrifice. It was an Igbo man integrity. It was an Igbo man principle. It was an Igbo man policy. It was an Igbo man humility. It was Igbo man simplicity. Truth. Igbo man was the one that sacrificed in the midst of all odds. It was in the military time, which IBB was the president of Nigeria as at that time. Military, do you know what it means? Under the watch of military, a military man who brought out his own family member to come and contest in election. An Igbo man stood and declared the original winner that Yorubas are claiming today as June 12th. That Nigeria are now recognized by the second tenure of Buhari as June 12th. And nobody have ever set a gun against them. Why is it that Igbos want to observe anything Igbo man want to do? Do you know that that Humphrey who sacrificed himself has never been honored by Nigerian government? The last time under this tenure of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he intended to honor the man. Yoruba stood in the house. The Fulani stood in the house against it. And Yoruba, the one that baffles me, are the Yoruba senators that said the man has not done anything. For them to say that shows me how ridiculous Yorubas can be. How betrayous they can be. A man who stood in the midst of that. See, principle, he chose death for life. Because that time, if IBB decided to kill him, nothing will happen as a military. Take a look at what happened in June 12th. When IBB decided not to hand over the power to the declared winner, as at that time, MKO, Abiola, did the heaven fall? What happened? Nothing. Even when MKO rose up against that very election result, what happened to him? He was arrested and thrown into prison, of which, if not for God, which at the end of the day, that was the process at which he died. I'm talking about MKO Abiola. That was the process at which he died, including Obasanjo was thrown into prison. If not for God intervening in the case of Obasanjo, Obasanjo would have too died in the prison. Many of them like that. But somebody sacrificed, somebody paid that price. But Yorubas has never for one day acknowledged it, nor value the importance of the Igbos in Nigeria, especially even in Lagos here. They never give us that period, they never give us that respect. Yet they're still, now is it not Yoruba man that is the president? Yet look at what he's doing. Carrying our brother Nnamdi Kanu, giving him illegal justice, illegal judgment, throw him into prison. Now Erufai is outside. You get it? Erufai now is outside. Then Kanu remains in the prison. That is to tell you the injustice going on against the Christian nations, Christian people, Christian tribe, the Biafrans in Nigeria. The hatred which they are. So far so good. Whatsoever Shegumi, Fulanis, Nigerian military, and the police, their uniform men in Nigeria is doing, let them go ahead. That day, our own is to keep our fingers crossed and watch the drama play.
Well said, Biafran evangelist. As usual, you've done the needful to it. A man has come out to say that the current book that Yakubu Gowon released is a tactics to fight the Igbos from becoming the president. This is currently causing a debate on the internet. That the book that Gowon wrote, talking about the Aburi Accord disagreement by Yakubu Gowon, is just a tactic to stop the Igbos from being the president. Biafran evangelist, would you concur to this, or you would say no to this statement made by Biafran agitator?
Yeah, the Biafran agitator have actually said it, but I am not, far from the truth because he did not speak far from the truth. It is a strategic book because if you look into that book, he was referring to Aburi Accord, which he has never believed on. And in that book, he now lied. Elders, that is why he will die, he will not have peace in the grave. Because at his age, if he continue deceiving Nigeria as at this level of time of his life, I believe that at his age now he's supposed to stand up and speak the truth. Look at Obasanjo. Obasanjo is trying to save his head because he made the statement that he's trying to do what? He knows that he's getting closer to the grave. So he has to, drop some certain things. But Gowon doesn't want to drop lies. He wrote that he tried to make peace with Ojukwu, that Ojukwu was the cause of the war. Did you agree in the Aburi Accord Ojukwu now slapped you? No. Did you agree in Aburi Accord Ojukwu shot you gun? No. Did you agree on Aburi Accord Ojukwu stop you from moving? No. Did you agree on that Aburi Accord and Ojukwu refused to submit to the federal force? At the end of the day, the answer is no. Then how did Ojukwu now cause the Biafran war? And even beside this, when you are talking about making peace, what kind of step did you take in making peace? You sign a break accord and you depart from it. Which step do you now take? You did not mention it. So it is all strategic because they are now seeing Obi as the eyes of the youth, the people. Because most of the elders and the elder statesmen in Nigeria did not really wanted Obi, as being an Igbo man per se. So they don't want to be. But they have seen it that Obi is the choice of the people. And how many elderly men do we have in Nigeria? Their population is not to the standard to the population of the youth. And Obi is the choice of the youth. So there is every eventuality that the youth will come in mass. And moreover, APC now, with their current state of governance, is not giving Nigerians joy. So Obi is now having that upper hand. So he has to release the book sponsored by the government of Nigeria so that the book will now serve to convince the Nigerian youth who have the passion for Obi to kill that passion so that Obi will not be voted in come 2027. So it's part of the game. And I told you before that I'm not in support of Obi being president.
Huh?
because I'm not in Nigeria.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Huh?
And somebody will say, you are in, yes, I'm in Nigeria because somebody made me to be in Nigeria. Not that it's my wish. And neither is it the wish of my parents. They only found themselves there. And that is why we are saying it now that we don't want because it's not working. After a marriage that does not work, definitely for peace to reign, for life to remain, everybody go your separate ways. You understand me? So I don't want to be, but since it has gotten to this, the game they are playing is to discourage and to cause more confusion in the heart of the youth and discourage the youth, the lovers of Obi, so that the hatred will now rise from the youth again, so that the Jagaban or whosoever may be Atiku may be the one to go into power. And that is what me believe. Pankwaso make a statement which is not far from the truth. Obi is going 4 years. And after, if Obi should go for for another 4 years, he need to come and meet them. Telling you that means that Nigeria is in their hand. In other words, the meaning of that language means that they are born to rule. For you to rule Nigeria, you must meet the Fulanis. And how long shall we continue in this? And how long shall we continue be enslaved by these total strangers? Because Fulanis are not Nigeria. They are strangers. We have the date of their arrival into this country. The date is there. But the criminal British government, which the nemesis is telling on them now cornered everything and placed Nigeria in the state where they are today. You get it? So all these things you see indirectly, either article or Pankwaso is playing a game downfall of Obi, so that what is it called? Jagaba will continue. I'm not against Jagaba. Continue. Whosoever that want to continue should continue. Whosoever that want to rule should rule. But on a real sense, why don't you allow the real winner to emerge? If he did not do well, you vote him out. People will still vote him out, so that the country will move forward. What everybody like me is talking about is a good governance, not autocracy.
Well said, Biafran evangelist. Finally, David Umahi, the former governor of Ebonyi State, has come out to clearly say that the Biafra that the Igbos are looking for is Tinubu. This is currently
Is what?
Tinubu. That the Biafra Nigeria is looking for is Tinubu. This is on the Vanguard newspaper currently. David Umahi said it. What do you have to say concerning this?
Excuse me. David Umahi sometimes he get confused in his statement. I don't know. I see him as a man that is well read, that as an engineer. He went to school, but sometimes the way he sounds surprises me. How can you say that the Biafra we are looking for is Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Okay, it could be true, indirect word, that through the mistake of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Biafra will come. Or maybe Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will be the last president of Nigeria. His actions will now make Biafra to come. Maybe that is what it means. Or probably maybe after the election, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not win, he may sign Biafra, then scatter Nigeria. Probably, who knows? I don't know. I'm just trying to, reason that statement. You understand? I'm trying to play along with his statement, what it means. Because how can you say that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the Biafra we are looking for? Is Bola Ahmed Tinubu ever supported Biafra? Is Bola Ahmed Tinubu ever come from the ashes of Biafra? Where was Bola Ahmed Tinubu during the war? Which role did Bola Ahmed Tinubu play regarding to the Biafran war? So how come Tinubu now become the Biafra we are looking for? In what sense? I don't know. That's why I put it the way I put it before. A kind of to counterbalance it. Maybe that is what he meant. But beside those my analysis, I don't see Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the Biafra we are looking for. Because Biafra is bigger than Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Biafra is bigger than Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot even come outside and say that he is Biafra because he did not even ask him the meaning of Biafra. He don't know. How can somebody be the Biafra we are looking for when you don't know the meaning? You understand? So it's not possible. You're just using a political statement.
Well said, Biafran evangelist. Have a nice day, my viewers.
And God bless you all.